in the 1970s and 80s. She has also acted on stage to considerable acclaim. Miss Shabana Azmi has acted in several international projects as well. We welcome Shabana Azmi and Javed Akhtar.
दिया गया है कि मैं आप दोनों से बातचीत करूं और वैसे तो इन दोनों से बहुत कुछ बात करने को है, लेकिन हमारी बंदिश ये भी है कि हमें एक टॉपिक भी दिया गया है जो लार्जली फिल्म इंडस्ट्री से रिलेटेड है. हम कोशिश करेंगे थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर जाने की, लेकिन हम बातें आप दोनों से फिल्म के बारे में करेंगे. You know, you're both products of a very powerful literary movement, which for this audience I'd like to briefly tell us a little growing up, literally in the cradle of the movement.
I'll take a couple of minutes to give them the background of this progressive writers movement, what it was all about, then perhaps we'll be able to explain ourselves better. Around 32-33, in a small restaurant of London, 4-5 Indian writers met. Dr. Mulk Raj Anand, Dr. Ramaiya, and Sajjad Zahir, an Urdu writer. And these people discussed what is happening in the country. Obviously, as you know, at that time there was British rule here. And there was so much of injustice and so much of repression and so on and so forth. And they thought that it becomes the moral responsibility of the writers of the country to talk against imperialism, to write against social injustice, to write against so many topics like gender inequality, caste system and so on and so forth. That by and large they thought that it is time when writers should use their pen, their poetry, their short stories, their novels, their plays to bring a kind of social, political change in the country. And for a couple of years they developed a kind of a proposal or constitution, whatever you may call it. And then Mr. Sajjad Zahir came to India. He talked to the great Urdu Hindi writer Munshi Premchand, and they are
sharing one bathroom and one toilet. We had only a 225 square foot room given to each family, and there was a strip of a balcony that Mummy had turned into the kitchen. But they were people of the ilk of Ali Sardar Jafri, Kaifi Azmi, Munish Narayan, Saxena, वगैरह वगैरह. So they believed, like Javed said, that art should be used.
I was argumentative, discussion करता रहता था, बहस करता था, group discussion में participate करता था. वैसे भी क्लास में कम कैंटीन में ज़्यादा. तो अगर तुम अच्छा मैंने अपना ग्रेजुएशन भोपाल से किया है. भोपाल में जो कोर्ट है वो बेचारी जैसी भी है, कोई हाई कोर्ट तो थी नहीं वहाँ. तो वो तांगे पे बैठे हुए काला कोट पहले पान खाते हुए जा रहे हुए लॉयर और पान थूकते हुए. ये होते हैं लॉयर. अगर मैंने हरीश साल्वे को, अरुण जेटली को, कपिल सिब्बल को देखा हो, मैं फिल्मों में नहीं आता. वो तो ये गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की मिनट होती है कि इनकी होती है. तो मुझे तो पता ही नहीं था ऐसा. मैंने तो ये लॉयर देखे थे, मैं ये बनूंगा मैं बिल्कुल.
ऐसा लगता है कि I had no choice, I had no option. I could only have been an actress. I remember the first time I stepped on stage, it was in a nursery rhyme. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. And I was a 3-year-old and I was playing the moon. And the cow was another 3-year-old. Now, when the cow had to jump over the moon, by mistake I jumped on the moon. She got up and screamed at me. I gave her a slap. She slapped me and the curtains had to be brought down. So it was sort of determined कि अच्छा भैया इनका थिएटर से कोई ताल्लुक रहेगा. फिर एक और इंटरेस्टिंग कहानी आपको सुनाऊं. जो स्कूल में मैं गई थी क्वीन मैरीज, उसमें ये शर्त थी कि both parents need to know English. Neither of my parents knew English, and so Sultana Jafri, who was then a school inspector, wife of Ali Sardar Jafri, who was also living in the commune with us, pretended to be my mother, and another comrade, Munish Narayan Saxena, he pretended to be my father. And so things went along till one day my vice principal called me and said, you know, I heard Javed Azmi at a mushaira, and he looked very different from the person who comes to Parents' Day. So I took a deep breath and I said, you know, he's been suffering from typhoid and he's lost a lot of weight. That's why you can't recognize him. So I was a fibber, which means actress right from the word. Improvise.
You know, Shabana, you could always say that I wanted to be a doctor. अब जैसे वो मैं पढ़ के परेशान हो चुका था अपने बचपन में. हर हीरोइन जब इंटरव्यू देती थी 50s 60s में, तो actually I wanted to become a doctor. Yes, we do. And we give very honest opinion to each other, not publicly. This is how I feel, or this is what I feel, that is where you have gone wrong, that could be better, and so on. And we respect each other. We may not agree all the time. We can disagree also, but we take each other's opinion very seriously.
No, and Javed pushes me. He really pushes me. I recently did a film called Sonata, Panna Sen's Sonata, and I was made to sing a Rabindra Sangeet in it, which I was really frightened. I'm not professionally trained.
अगर शादी करनी है तो लड़की को तो देखो ही मत. लड़की की माँ को देखो. अगर माँ पसंद आती है तो इस लड़की से शादी कर लो. इसलिए कि 10 साल के बाद ये वैसी हो जाएगी. Such है that she is a very good combination of her parents. Father, activist, leftist, और बहुत ही प्रोग्रेसिव आदमी. एक्टिवली ये देखिए बहुत जगह ऐसा होता है कि कहते हैं ना कि राइटर की कथनी और करनी में बड़ा फर्क होता है. एंड इट इज नो सरप्राइज एट ऑल. एंड इसमें कोई बुरा मानने की बात भी नहीं. राइटर इतना अच्छा लिखते हैं, उतना अच्छा जीना आसान काम नहीं होता. तो ठीक है, होता है. लेकिन वन थिंग अबाउट कैफी साहब, आई वुड से दैट व्हाटएवर ही रोट ही लिव्ड. If he wrote about women's emancipation and a very powerful poem he had written on this women empowerment, so he believed in his life and the women in his life were empowered women. अगर उन्होंने secularism के बारे में लिखा.
For a very long time, I did both mainstream cinema as well as what was the parallel cinema. I was very grateful to parallel cinema because it gave me recognition as an actor because I got very varied roles. But I also wanted to do mainstream cinema because it gave me stardom, and I thought both were extremely important. And then a point came when I don't need to do films except for the fact that I enjoy doing them. So I don't make choices otherwise.
I'd like to cut in.
That's a very beautiful time. But to reach that time and reach that stage, you have to go through a lot of humiliation, alone in a room. और है क्या कि I think there are many people who could be good writers, but they gave up during that period. तो आसान नहीं, काम जो है यूँ हो जाएगा. जिस दिन आप पेंटर हैं, आप म्यूजिशियन हैं, आप इंजीनियर हैं, आप कुछ हैं, अगर आपने ये सोचा कि काम तो यूँ कर देंगे, बस that is the beginning of your end.
It was the poem that my mother heard him recite and fell in love with him so many years later. It's still so relevant. I'll read one band from it. कद्र अब तक तेरी तारीख ने जानी ही नहीं. History has yet to learn your worth. कद्र अब तक तेरी तारीख ने जानी ही नहीं. तुझ में शोले भी हैं, बस अशफिशानी ही नहीं. तू हकीकत भी है, दिलचस्प कहानी ही नहीं. तेरी हस्ती भी है एक चीज, जवानी ही नहीं. अपनी तारीख का उन्वान बदलना है तुझे. उठ मेरी जान, मेरे साथ ही चलना है तुझे.